Song that's playing for you is Tootsie's. Alright, so look, you might have found you ran you across you with something a little sweet, alright? And you like involving yourself in that. You want to be a part of that. You feel like if you express or invest yourself in this manner, it'll lead to something great. So you might, look, you done thought all about this. You done thought from every angle about a situation, relationship, or friendship. Now you know you want to be a part of that. That shit look real sweet to you, so you want to dabble. You feel like that you've been brought to an emotional balance because of this form you took. Whether it was something you were expressing and or doing, or someone outside of you was expressing themselves towards you in some way, shape, or form that brought you to a spiritual or emotional balance about something you had going on in your life. Now that you thought about that person or who those people were, now you may be in a position to want to further invest yourself in that space and or situation. It's like someone helped you heal and you want to kick it with them. Now you could be, it's like while also being closed off to things that were burdensome to you in the past. Look, because you emotionally removed yourself. Just make them Texas, hundreds, I told that dealer he could keep the tacos on the one. Hey, 3 of Wands in reverse. So you could be seeing something for what it is now because of someone external to you. Someone that might have expressed themselves towards you or brought themselves towards you in a certain type of way. And that brought you the truth about the space you share with this person. Now you know the type of people you're dealing with. And now that you know that, you don't see a brighter tomorrow with these people or with this person or just carrying and expressing yourself in a certain type of manner. Now that it's like you have foresight about a situation. Kim K, and these are not Yeezys. Kanye put so many of me in the mind and only it, but Gucci made them open it. Stop the traffic sign and I just got a Percocet. Oh, I don't even wanna hit. Texas. Hey, look, you on to something different. I'm telling you, if it's you versus you, you might have perceived or you observed a situation, whether it was just reactions and responses you were getting from your external world because you were doing something, and the reactions you got from from what you were doing by the people you were doing them to. It's like you were testing something to see how people would respond to what you were putting out in some way, shape, or form, or expressing. You feel me? How well would it be received in your immediate environment? And you saw what you were doing. Kobe, yeah, you hit a bucket. Now you saw what you were doing you shouldn't have been doing. Let me stop doing this now that I know the truth about this form. Now that I know how these people receive me, or now that I know how this is received, whether people aren't buying what you're trying to sell, or people are buying what you're trying to sell but leaving bad reviews. They're listening to you and watching what you're doing, but when they express themselves or when they bring energy back from the energy you gave them, it don't line up. You feel me? So it's like now you know it's time to do something different. Now you know it's time to express or carry yourself in a different type of manner. Or someone outside of you expressed themselves towards you and brought you some passion, and that made you see which way you were going, because it's like someone, it didn't even have to be consciously aware of what someone outside of you was doing. It's like God used someone to bring you clarity, whether that was a co-worker, a friend, a stranger on the street. You was in line at a store buying something. Motherfuckers was talking to the cashier, right? They was talking to the cashier conversation. You overheard it, and whatever they was talking about brought you truth about whatever you were doing. See that? And can't blame nobody but God for that one. He threw you a bone. Now you looking at now you thought deeper, and you don't look at what you in the same now. Well, that was just an example. It could have been a friend. You could have been listening to a song, and the lyrics that your artist said was enough to pull you from Vecna. You feel me? If you caught that, you caught that. Because you was about to get caught up in some bullshit. But then you started listening to your inner music, or the songs your external world was demonstrating to you. The people, places, and things, that you became more attentive. And then you got hip. Now you ain't get bent up. You feel me? Now you ain't get paperclipped. You feel me? Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. Yeah, look, you thinking differently now. Now you thinking you moving differently. And it's like now you're trying to figure out how you could take this new step to the next level, this new form. How can I further build on top of this? Now that I know that ain't working, now that I started this, how can I move this further? Whatever this is, whether it's an internal thing you're trying to do, how can you further develop this self-care routine? What else am I into as a Capricorn that would be beneficial to me? And you feel me, like the shit you love. It's like you're getting more familiar with yourself. You hit a bucket. You hit the game-winning bucket too. If you missed this shot, you probably you wasn't gonna make it to the finals. You was gonna go back to square one. See, look, if you ain't make this shot, you would not be able to bounce back. If you ain't get this awareness, you would never have gotten justice to put you in a position to heal. But since you made the shot, since you became aware, since you started looking and observing, you got the truth. Since you started being more present in your reality, you became balanced. Once you realized what the bullshit was. And put your foot in the shoe that fits you. Shooter got me on, calling names on. Song that's playing this, they don't really care about us. Man, that sound like what we talking about, ain't it? Whoever you were or whatever you were invested in didn't really care about you. Whether it was a person or people, they just liked the stability, the security, and the image you brought. You feel me? Being next to Capricorn or just being associated with Capricorn was a good look. They liked that. It made them feel important in some way, shape, or form. You know what you done, you know if this for you or not. But yeah, you done up with that though. If it's you versus someone outside of you could be, it's like they don't want to lose you, so now they're trying to figure out how they can bring you a better mind. All right, obviously Capricorn ain't playing with me this time. I gotta line up in some way, shape, or form. Cause look, Capricorn don't think so highly about me no more. Capricorn ain't investing. Look, Capricorn don't see this relationship, this friendship to be going in a good direction. Now that Capricorn took a deeper look about what I actually bring to the table, so to speak, or how I carry myself at the table. You don't even have to bring nothing to the table, said Capricorn. You just gotta be it. You gotta have table manners. You gotta have proper etiquette, you feel? Somebody ain't even had the etiquette to be kicking it with you. You feel me? So now it's like you kick them from the table. As they walking out the front door, they trying to figure out what can I say to Capricorn to let me back in their house, back in their mind, back in their emotions, and let me sit at their table and let me invest my thoughts and feelings and emotions into what they got going on. Let me share a space with them. You feel me? Somebody don't want to get kicked out the crib as they getting kicked out the crib. If it's you versus you not doing something no more. You don't really care about us. I don't want to say that. You don't really care about us. Somebody ain't really care about you the way they was barking. All bark, no bite though. Because when it came to the action, you feel me? You can show somebody you care about them way quicker, way easier than you could tell somebody. Somebody could talk a whole lot of sweet shit all day long. I told you somebody burning because they getting kicked out. They walking out the front door trying to figure out what to say, what can I bring, what can I supply. Because Capricorn letting something go in order to heal. If it's you versus you, something in your past was a burden and you know the truth about that burden now. You're more aware and you're not hiding what you know. You're not snuffing your flame. You're not snuffing your truth. You're not snuffing this awareness. You know it. Now it's time to move accordingly. Now that you see what you need to see regarding all that shit, get up off your ass and do something about it. That's what you're doing. And somebody don't like it. Now you got somebody back to the drawing board. They at the whiteboard with it, Capricorn, because it's a burden once you get to them. Look, I'm telling you, somebody not happy about this truth you speaking. It's like you going down the list. This gotta go, and somebody know they up next. They trying to figure out what they could bring to you, because the whole time they've been investing in you, they haven't been showing you they cared about you, because they didn't care about you. They just cared about what you did for them. Because when you were caught up, when you saw this as a good direction, when you saw this as a good friend or a place to invest yourself, to the point where you were stopping yourself from taking your mind or your passion places, someone outside of you was kicking shit. Someone was happy. Life was good when you were living a lie. Now that you not living a lie no more, somebody fucked up.